Hi Stampers, this week's project I've taken from our main catalogue found on page 147, and you'll notice that some of these things you can see that we've got you can make it, and it gives us a list of all the items that you need to make. So I'm going to use all the items that are here, and I'm going to make this project here that's got the example shown here on page 147 of our main catalogue. So let's get started. So what you will need is some note cards and envelopes, and I've got 3 here, and they already come scored, so I'm just going to fold those in half and use my bone folder to get that nice crisp fold. And I have my beach house washi tape, so I'm going to start with my first project here. So I'm going to put some of this red washi tape. I've got to find the end first. I'm going to put it slightly on an angle. And just tear that off. Best thing about the washi tape is that you can actually tear the pieces off. So I've got my blue striped. I'm just going to leave a slight gap in between the two. I put that one down. And then with my yellow, I don't want the whole length of it. So I'm actually going to get my paper snips, and I'm going to cut this in half. So I'm going to keep one half for later because I'm going to use that again later. And this one here, I'm just going to overlap across the two. Put that down. Tear that off. So I'm going to rip this off my cardstock, open it up, and I'm just going to trim off the excess. And then same with this end here as well. Now you can see what that looks like. Now for my greeting, I'm going to use a piece of scrap whisper white cardstock, which I've got here. And I'm using my stamp set called a Round Array. And I'm just using a couple of images from this one here. And I'm just going to randomly stamp some of the images that we have. So I've got this one here. I'm just going to stamp this here in a real red cardstock. Just tap gently on my ink pad and stamp that down. Then I've got You Make Me Smile once again in the real red classic ink. Stamp that down. Oh, I didn't like that one. Let me do that one again. That's better. And then my last one I'm going to actually do in the Pool Party classic ink. And this is the Thankyou one. And then with my 7/8 inch scallop circle punch, I'm going to turn it upside down. And I'm going to punch these out. So I'm just going to line it up into the window. And this is the one thing that I love about the Stampin' Up products, is that their punches and their stamps coordinate with each other. It just makes it so much more easy to work with. So there's my greetings there. So for this card here, I'm going to be using the wood elements, and they come in all different sizes and shapes, wood pieces that you got here. So I'm going to use this banner piece here for this card, and I'm going to stick this down using my glue dots. Just just going to put one on one side, another on the other. I'm going to use my green that says "You Make Me Smile." I'm going to stick that with a glue dot as well. And stick that on my card. Front there. And there's card number 1. So let's get card number 2. And this time, I'm going to use my Pool Party washi tape and closer to the top. And because I want a bit of a rough edge on the side, I'm just going to actually tear it. So just roughly put this in. And then with my piece of yellow that I'd already previously cut in half, I'm just going to stick this through the centre. And my green for this one, I'm going to actually pop up on some Stampin' Dimensionals. So just going to grab my dimensionals here. So I'm going to pop this one up on a dimensional and center this in the middle of my card. And I'm going to use the heart from my wood elements and stick that down with a glue dot. Now you can see what that looks like. And for my third and final card, I'm going to make this one landscaped. So I'm going to use my red washi tape. I'm going to stick this one down the bottom here. And I just want to make it rustic on the edge, so I'm just going to tear it as opposed to cutting it off. Use the yellow. Just make it sit on top of the previous one. Like so. And then like the last one can go overlap on the top of those. Perfect. So I'll take that off and I'm going to turn this over, and with my paper snips I'm going to trim off the excess. So you can see what that looks like. And then for my greeting this time, I'm going to use a bit of snail. I'm going to stick this one down. Just about here. And I'm going to use my triangle wood elements and my glue dots again, and I'm going to stick these along the front here. So you can see what that looks like. So I'm just going to bring in my 3 cards in again, so you can see what they all look like. And then you can also make matching envelopes as well, if you wish, because it comes with envelopes and with the note cards. And that's our project today. Thanks for watching.